Hi. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I was like, uh-oh.
I had it on mute.
Gotcha. All right. Well, as soon as Cody shows, we will get going. I was trying to remember all the dates that we've talked and done stuff over the semester. I had them all marked down. I couldn't find my page. I was like, oh, Lord. Luckily, I found them.
I know it's the last week, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
With all this stuff.
This is it. This is it.
When did y'all do your testing? Your standardized testing?
ILEAP was last week. Benchmark is this week. And Social Studies ILEAP is next week. So they got 3 weeks.
Did y'all do the computer-based part this year, or did y'all do paper-based?
Paper. Yeah, they threatened, said that we
did computer.
Ooh, how'd that go?
It's been fun. It really has. And it's not hard for them to maneuver, which they practice training on and stuff. But really, this is my 3rd week of testing.
Oh, Lord.
I test, like the way our principal did it, she spread it out over a month. So, 5th grade, I have 5th grade on Monday, 6th grade on Tuesday, and I have pull-out. So,
wow.
I've literally tested for weeks. So this is my 3rd week.
Bless your heart. And you've had more testing than all of us put together.
What?
I said, you probably had more testing than all of us put together then.
Because they know they're going to be testing, not just one.
You're breaking up just a little bit. Hang on a second. Can you hear me? Yeah, it's still breaking up a little bit though. Let me see if it's mine. I was trying to raise it up some. All right, you good?
I can hear you.
Okay. There you go.
Our kids are just as aggravated having a test.
You broke up again. Your kids are aggravated, and then I missed the rest.
A test every week.
Oh, yeah. Bless their heart. They get the pleasure of a full throttle month. Are you frozen? You back?
Yeah.
All right.
Yours kept cutting out, and then it lost connection, I guess.
Cody, is the link working? Put that up and see if I can get him on. Let's see if I can get him invited this way. Let's see if that worked. It keeps kicking you off, Chastity? Are you on delay?
I think it is a little delayed because, like, you break up. I can see your face talking, and then I get feedback a little bit later.
Lord help. I don't know what is going on with this mess. Let's see if we can get Cody.
I can hear you. I can hear you great right now.
Okay.
Not breaking up.
Okay. Let's see if I can pick this up a little bit higher. See if that works. All right. Still good?
Yes, ma'am.
I sent him a thing through Google and resent the link. He says, isn't logging in. I think he just wants to be different this time because we were different at the meeting. Okay, let's see what happens here. Come on, Cody. Have you gotten the Google invite yet?
Me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me refresh my email.
Let's see if I can get him back in. That's like,
I haven't gotten the email yet. I refreshed it.
oh my gosh. Is something popping up on yours? Let me see if it's popping up on here. I'm getting them on both spots. Let's see. What do you say? I'm on my computer. Weird. I don't know. Can you see us? This is strange. I'm talking to him through my phone on his computer. I'm confused. I don't see it on here. See if it's on the chat. No. Only contact I have in chat. Okay. What in the world? I can see him here. Let's see what this is. It's just it's not letting him join for some reason. I can see him texting now, but it's on the Google page. How can I get him there? Oh, let's see if that'll work. Oh, Lord. He's not answering. Answer. All right. He didn't answer that one. That's the oddest thing I've seen. Hangout. Loading. Send an invite. Oh, Lord, no telling what that sent. All right, let's see. I don't see ours over here. All right, let's see. I don't know how, oh, there's a plus person. Let's see if we can do it that way. Add names, Cody, Chase, invite. Let's try this. That's the only thing I know how to do is send him an invite from right there. We're live. I don't know what else to do here. Start. I think I'm on here twice. Yeah, it'll let me join 2 times, but it won't let him on. I don't know what to do with it.
I just wonder why the link didn't just automatically take.
I don't know. He said he answered the call too, but it never picked up on here. So I'm highly confused on what it could be. I don't know. Copy it one more time. Send it one more time. Video opportunity.
I'm gonna tell you, we found everything but the science journal. That's the thing I got in trouble for today.
Well, I don't know what to tell you on that one. Where is your science journal? Did you look up there on the front counter where you put your bag? Well, if you don't have it, there's nothing I can do. Science teacher, my kid's losing a science journal. It's gonna look great. All right.
It all happens.
All right, I'm gonna try to video call with him right here and see if that'll see if he'll pick up this on the phone, and then I can show y'all to each other.
Okay.
We'll try it. Pick up the phone. Hung up on me, man. All right. Try to sign in from phone. He says, why has this got to happen on the last one? I said, you just want to be different. All right, we're going to have to get this thing started. It's 20 minutes in. Let me give him one more shot to sign in, and then we're going to have to go on. All right. He's going to try to log in on his phone, see if that happened, if that'll work. I've done that before when Tiffany and them were on a call. I called in on my way from work. Okay. Anywho, let me go ahead and screen share. Tried to what?
I tried to do it through my phone, through my email earlier, and it kept saying that it wasn't a valid address.
On the phone?
On my phone. I think it was just because it was the phone.
Gotcha. All right. Now, let me log back up here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and look at our review that we were going to do at the breakout session. And we're talking about assessing student progress and closing out the year. Uh-oh, I got to go back over here. Whoops, sorry.
Okay.
Now I'm frazzled. Come on. There we go. All right. Ooh, that top did not come out good at all. Assessing students' progress. We're looking to assess their personal strengths. Can they speak different languages? Are they able to speak English well? Are they ESL student? Oh, I love that musical abilities misspelled. So do they learn musically? Are they rhythmic learners? Are they kinesthetic learners? So what are their personal strengths? And also, do you know your students well enough to know their hobbies? How they interact with other students in the classroom. Do they lead when you have activities? When you put them in charge of a group, are they able to have those leadership qualities? Or are they the ones that kind of back down and wait for other people to take charge? And then academic achievement, how are they doing on the teacher-made tests and quizzes throughout the year? Any projects that were due or any performance-based like labs? It says links available. Sorry, I just got a text from him. Go to Google Plus should have a list on the right side. Click to join our video. All right, let's see if you can click that way. Sorry. So anyhow, we're talking about assessing the individual person all the way around. And then we're also want to know how they do on high stakes testing, math and literacy alone. Did the high stakes test relate to the overall student learning or not? What do you feel about the high stakes testing? We talked earlier and you said y'all been testing, going to be testing for a month. Do you think that that relates to their overall learning, or do you believe that it does not?
Well, I'm a little negative about it right now.
Yeah.
Just because of all the testing. But because I see the students and their little agreements like, oh, hey, I just click some answers on the computer screen that looks close, and I'll be done with this in just a short amount of time. I feel like they don't truly put out as much effort as they do on the test that they get an automatic grade back from. I mean, I do know some of them put out their effort because they want to get that mastery or that advanced, or the
So do you find it? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The kids that I've been testing are the kids with accommodations, and I don't feel like they put out much, and that do have accommodations, because they feel like they don't really have to.
Hang on, let
or
me see
really
what he
want
says.
to.
I see you. I don't know what this is. Oh, Lord. Click yes. Okay, yes. Yes. Hang on, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I see you. That's all I see. It's alive. All right, let's see if we can get him up this way. Are you here? You. Cody? One watching. Let's see if that's him. I think it's me watching us. Oh, Lord. This is a mess.
Do you know a Brewster's mom's or anything number?
No way. Okay, we'll try it again. If you can see me, then we'll text Cody. We're talking about high stakes testing, and does it truly show the kids' overall progress, or do we not see that? Chastity was saying that she knows that some of hers are doing well, putting forth the effort, but she's also seeing some of them just kind of click something that's close. But her group, what I was going to ask her, they've been testing for almost a month. So do you find that the longer that they're testing, the faster they're clicking things that don't necessarily relate to the answer?
And this was their third and last session. And it was their kids with accommodation of extended time.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting that. I think it's just because they know the format of the test, and they know that it's not going to be very many questions, and they can get done with it really quick. They're not really going over the question and the answer.
Right.
They're just kind of getting their first answer, like on the math, and just going with it.
So any of the writing part, are you finding out that they're putting effort into the writing, the narrative part, or is it just kind of a hit or miss?
I would say hit and miss, because some of my students that I'm testing, they're a little stronger in English than they are in math, and that's the two subjects we've been testing. But they put out more effort in the English writing, I think, just because that's their mindset that it is English, so it does need to be a little more detailed. But when it gets to the math constructed response, it's like they don't want to have to explain their answer like it's asking, so they're just like really short with it. You know what I'm saying? The math, they're just focused on working out problems and giving an answer instead of actually explaining the steps, and so they've been kind of short with that.
All right, let's see if that's him. He says, I'm watching y'all. My kids are tired of reviewing for the test. Let me see if they've tested yet. When do y'all test? Or if you can hear me, when do y'all test, Cody? Cody's here. He's watching us. We just can't see him. He's like a little virus. I can't wait for that response. He's gonna go, oh.
A little spy.
All right, let me go back up here to screen share. Let's see. They test next week. All right. What I don't know if you heard us earlier about Chastity. They've been testing for almost a month now. They broke it up in pieces. 30-second delay to LOL. A slow virus at that. Anyhow, but we are trying to figure out, you know, if did you find that Chastity, your kids, were they testing harder the first week as compared to the third week, or are they about the same?
With like my 5th grade, this last day was today. I still have 6th, 7th, and 8th graders to do their last session, but the first session, the 5th graders seemed a little more focused. I think format, it wasn't paper based, and they weren't really sure how it was. And then this week they just kind of flew through it today.
Wow. So they were trying, and now they're just tired of testing and saying, yeah, that's close enough.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, last week when we were testing.
Well, because, I mean, not only are they just testing,
Go ahead. You said I was letting you finish.
Go ahead. I think it's a delay.
It is. I was like, it's so funny. You were talking, then you stopped. I was like, oh, Lord. But anyhow, finish what you were saying.
Not only are they testing, but when they get done testing, then it's just like go play on the playground or go sit in a classroom because they're bored out of their minds.
So they're being rewarded for finishing, in other words. So they're hurrying up to get done.
Right. But then they're also just like bored because they're just sitting in a classroom or
Right. Bless their hearts.
just doing whatever.
All right. Well, when we were testing last week, I noticed that like English and language, ELA and math were Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and science was Thursday. And then they didn't have any testing Friday. And then this week is benchmarks. It's English and electives today. Tomorrow is social studies. Wednesday is math and science. Thursday is PE and something else. And no testing on Friday. And then next week, they social studies ILEAP, 8th grade Monday, 7th grade Tuesday, 6th grade Wednesday, and that's going to be online. But they've got everybody staying in the same classes till lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you're testing or not, you're with your homeroom till lunch every day. So it's stressful on the faculty as well as the students. So how are y'all handling that?
Well, like I was telling you, the kids are a little bored because their structure and their routines that they're used to have just kind of been thrown up like a bag of for this class does, and we've got so many teachers that are having the test pull out, so there's subs for those classes. It's just kind of mass chaos.
Bless your heart. All right. Well, let's see. Let me go ahead back over here to screen share. Cody says, I've got to proctor 3 tests and sub in 3 classes. So he will have the kids excited after they leave the test. He's going to be real excited about that after he's hearing this. All right. So we're looking at behavior issues. We've already talked about some of these, but we've been talking about behavior issues, and we're talking about their progress up to this point. So we focused on the positive behavior, giving them the verbal praise, sending the notes home, phone calls, and making them complimentary and not just the punitive ones. Don't threaten or bribe. Their behavior is one big thing. Says that they're not going to respect you for that. They're going to just do what they have to do to get their treat, and then of course treat you with disrespect at the end. Taking charge of the classroom, using a sense of humor. I think all of us have talked about having to have a sense of humor. You either laugh or cry sometimes. And so a sense of humor in the class is one of the best things you can have. Communicate honestly and listen to their request. So if they're telling you, I don't understand this, would you explain it this way? Or if you're listening to how they're telling you that they learn, or you're watching your students throughout the first part of the year, you will know exactly how to test them and how to provide labs and other activities, because you'll know how they learn best. And then also use I instead of you. So rather than saying, you are the one, you're making me angry, it's, I feel upset when this happens. So both for the teacher and the students, having them use the I word instead of the you, the focus, bringing it back to them. And then also using body language and signals. We've all talked about that look that we have where our students know they've pushed, they're right at that line, the look you throw. Little body language and signals, they pick up on those as well. When we're talking about closing out the year, the procedures and the paperwork, we know always that there's grades due by certain dates. You've got your final grades that have to be done, closing up the classroom and all the things that go with that. I believe that both of y'all have been in the classroom before, so you already know those procedures. You also know there's a checkout form that you have to do for the schools, or most schools do that. It's a checkout form. You have to turn things in and get them signed. It's like a teacher survey thing almost. And also videotaping. If you videotaped the class arrangement and done a class documentary, that's a good way to remember the year and also give you ideas on maybe videotaping other classrooms to kind of get ideas for the next year. Because we all know when we come back, we go, where did this go? And so that's another easy way if you want to take pictures or videotape. Now the assignment that was for tonight, we're to prepare an open letter to next year's first year teacher. And this is the way to leave your legacy. You were going to start it saying, this is just an example. So I'm going to pull up y'all's letters. He said, lost y'all. Okay. This is Cody's. Yeah, you already knew that one was coming. He should truly be here to read this. It would only be fitting. All right.
Yeah.
Dear first year teachers, so this is your calling, huh? You feel that society has pulled you in this direction? Let's talk. During World War I, troops on either side of no man's land faced unbearable conditions. Trench warfare was fought with disease and anguish and the constant threat of death by maiming by vapor, shell, or bullet. Soldiers are kept in trenches by raking machine guns, the sniper, the concussive blast of artillery rounds. Teaching is very similar to trench warfare. Oh my God, you're scaring them off. Discipline is key.
This is great.
I know, it's so perfect for him. Discipline is key. Establish rules and procedures early. Establish consequences and rewards early. Make sure students know how to enter the class, start class, get into groups, throw away trash, sharpen pencils, etc., so that they do not disturb the class. Be sure they raise their hands to talk. Fairness is a must. You must be fair and treat all kids the same. Grade all papers without looking at the names. Plan 2 weeks ahead. Pace yourself. Rapport with the students and colleagues is important too. You must be able to walk up to anyone in your department and all of the administrators and discuss topics in education in your field of study. Read all kinds of scientific papers and educational research papers. Custodians and secretaries actually run the school. True. They are the ones you must be nice to and treat with respect. If you see kids mistreating or disrespecting, step in and handle it. Veteran teachers are only ones whom you should take hints from. They are veterans because they have been here for a very long time and are good at what they do. Be sure you copy 1 or 2 things that they do. See rules and procedures. Theory means very little once the door closes and the tardy bell rings. Teaching is a practice. Beautifully done. That's awesome. Are you on delay? You there? Yes? No? You're frozen. Uh-oh. Dropped. That's awesome. All right, I'll wait for Chastity to come back on. If you're still watching, I'm going to go ahead and pull Chastity's paper up. And hopefully she'll be able to log back on. Oh, let me switch it. Lord. Now my computer's messing up. Okay. Chastity's back. Yay. All right, I got your letter pulled up. Are you back? Or are you frozen again?
It was going great.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you there? Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I got you now. All right. Your letter.
Can you hear me?
I can. I can get you now. It's breaking up a
Can you
little
hear me?
bit. There you go. Much better. All right. You want to read your letter? Maybe.
Sure.
Frozen
I've
again.
just completed my first year, and I have some advice for you as you begin preparing yourself for your first class. I personally am addicted to Pinterest, so I visit there quite often as a resource.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you are like me and have a family, do not continue to bring home.
You're breaking up really bad and then you cut out. So I'm going to read this just so that it'll be on the video. I'm not sure if you can hear me or not. All right. Her letter says, "Dear new teacher, I've just completed my first year and I have some advice for you as you begin preparing yourself for your first class. First off, teaching is not as easy as everyone makes it out to be. True, we have great hours, holidays, and breaks, but during those times we are still working. There is a lot of time management and planning as a teacher. Therefore, I would advise you to take every opportunity of your free time and breaks to put towards your lesson planning or upkeep. The internet has so many resources to help you with your classroom management. Ask your principal for a few teachers for a few teacher resource websites. Sorry. I personally am addicted to Pinterest, so I visit there quite often as a resource. However, if you are like me and have a family, do not continue to bring home your work. If you do, you will get burnt out quickly on teaching. My sole advice to you is time management. When I started truly time managing my tasks, my life became more organized, structured, and less chaotic. As a teacher, when your life is more structured and class is based off of routines and procedures due to your organization of management skills, your students will succeed better with minimal discipline. In closing, I would like to wish you the best and leave you with one thought. Managing my time makes the most out of their time. Nicely done, Chastity. All right, let me stop sharing this one. All right, so do either of y'all have any last minute questions or things that we need to go over? Y'all can text me if it's on delay. All right, waiting for them to answer. We're having technical difficulties with everyone, it looks like. All right, Cody says, not for me. Chastity said, just her darn computer having issues. So, anyhow, all right, we are going to close at this time. And if anything comes up in the future, you have my contact information. Thank you both for everything. Oops. Yeah. Y'all have been great. And I have enjoyed our time together. Have a great summer. All right, so nobody has any questions or comments or concerns. Everybody seems to be panned out. Both of y'all have been teaching for over a year, so you know the closing procedures. If anything comes up, you have my contact information, you have my email, you have my phone numbers, you have everything to get a hold of me. So just shoot me something if you need assistance or suggestions or lesson contents. Chastity says she's enjoyed the small group. It's been great. Awesome. All right. Well, y'all have a fantastic summer. I'll miss y'all. I had a great time with y'all the past 2 semesters, and good luck in the future.